Hello everyone, Santier here, and I need to figure out what my item loadout is, but it's more Majora's Mask with my sister, who will sometimes call me Ben.
Hello!
So the general plan today is to wrap up a bunch of loose ends before the final episode, which we want to be the next episode. So hopefully we're able to get through everything in an expedient fashion.
Penultimate episode, huh? Definitely we've done more episodes for this than we did for Ocarina of Time.
Yes. Ocarina of Time was 14 episodes. This is looking to be 24.
Yeah, which is interesting because we're not completing both of them.
Yeah, we're not 100%ing either of them. Like, we didn't 100% Ocarina of Time, and we're not 100%ing this. We're not going to get all of the heart containers. We're not going to get all of the bottles.
Yeah. I wish we very clearly do not have all of the heart containers because we have like 13 or 14, right?
Whoa.
That was exciting.
Oh, it's because it's inverted. I needed it right side
You
up,
never
though.
uninverted it, huh?
Well, I kind of beat the dungeon.
Yeah, yeah. We've never come back after being in the dungeon like this to see that it does that to you. So that's fascinating.
My accuracy was a little off.
Maybe you're too far away. No, okay, you got it.
No, I just was aiming
You have to specifically hit the red part.
When you're further away, the size of your target is smaller, so you have less space to aim for, so it's harder to, like, you need more precision.
That makes sense. My sense of what's right side up and upside down is all wrong, by the way, now.
Well, I want more magic power. There we go.
That is a good call. All right, have you memorized which order to do these stupid blocks in?
I have an order I'm going to do them in.
This is like your third time doing this? Is that right?
Fourth, fifth, I don't know anymore.
I don't think it's been quite that many times.
No,
you
it's
did
probably
it the
third.
first time to enter, and you had to like do it multiple times because you did it with the wrong order the first time. And then I think you switched it, you switched it up, down, then right side up, and then upside down. So that would have been like two more times? One more time? I don't know. I can't even think. Too many times.
Too many times.
Yes.
This will probably be the single longest part of this.
Playing all these stupid songs?
Yeah.
It's a fine song. It just, when you have to play it 50 times, you kind of get sick of it, right?
Yes.
But yeah, it's interesting to me that, because, I mean, again, I know we did not finish Ocarina of Time, but I feel
100% Ocarina of Time. We finished it.
Yes. Thank you for saying that more clearly than I did.
I'm going to be pedantic there.
Well, that was the correct place to be pedantic. I know that we did not 100%.
What's on the thing's finger?
What?
The fire over there in the upper left corner.
Oh yeah, it's got like a torch. I don't think that you can get. I don't think there's like a chest in there or something like that. I think it's just
It's just
on
a sort
fire.
of flame that they put.
They also have it in the eyeballs. The eyeballs have
Yeah, that's true.
have fire as well. I think it's just kind of to add to the look of it. Like, isn't this an interesting?
Okay.
Now that we're here in the daytime.
So the problem is, I need to get to that one chest that you can see there, that's directly in front of me, behind the
Barred door.
barred door, because that's a one-way door.
Isn't that an interesting statue?
It is.
So I guess you want to go to the right and go around.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do it expeditiously. And hopefully that really is the fairy, because that would be so annoying if it wasn't. And hey, you have light arrows. Maybe that'll help some of this. I don't know. But, because I know we did not 100% Ocarina of Time. But the things that we didn't do were like, we didn't get all of the bottles. We didn't get all the pieces of heart. But I feel like we were fairly... I mean, were there other things that we didn't finish? I mean, we did
we did extra stuff, like the Gerudo Training Grounds.
Yeah, we did Gerudo Training Grounds. We got the Big Goron sword.
I think we did most of it. I think this game just has a lot more, like, bits in it.
Yes, what I'm saying. I think it's really interesting that, like... I mean, what we not 100%ing here is fairly comparable in that we're not getting all of the bottles, and we're not getting all the pieces of heart.
What did I miss?
So I feel like it's fairly... Do you want to fall in the lava to get back? Or would that not work? Would it take you to here instead of the beginning?
I
Ow.
just wanted to not have that guy be in the way.
Yeah. So I feel like it's fairly comparable in terms of the things that we have not done. And in fact, there are more pieces of heart in this game because there aren't as many dungeons to get like a full heart. So we've gotten fewer hearts. So like, you know, we've actually done less of getting random hearts, or maybe a comparable amount. I don't know.
I don't remember how many hearts we had at the end of Ocarina of Time. We're probably going to have 15 at the end of this one.
I guess we're still getting
we have 14 now, and I think we're getting a hearts container worth of hearts in this. Ish,
we're planning to get a few more at least in this episode, I think. At least 3, I think. Maybe 4. Yeah, we're probably getting a lot in this episode, actually, you're right. But as you were saying, I think that, woof, that was a little tense.
That one's a little
Also,
close. With
our saturation, the sky is green, just straight up green. Visit the screen that we're looking at, the saturation of it. That was a one-way door, I noticed. At least, since you beat all these mini-bosses, they're not respawning.
This is the room.
Okay. Yes. There better be a fairy in here, or I'm gonna cry. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. All right, let's get out of here.
As soon as that thing goes away, so I can use my warp songs.
Yes. Hopefully they'll do it from a middle of a dungeon. Yes.
Okay, it does take you back to the entrance.
Okay, you'd asked about that earlier.
I had wondered about that earlier, and now we know for sure.
Now we know. It'll be very useful now that we finish all the dungeons.
Yeah, very useful.
I wonder what it does with this one in terms of the right side up, upside down aspect of that.
I don't know.
It probably just does it the same direction you have it in.
That might have saved us a little bit of backtracking last time, but maybe.
Maybe. And then down to the bottom of I cannot. Oh, look how far away on the. Why are you not going to get the?
Because I want to put rupees away.
Oh, okay. But look on that map how far away Stone Tower was on Canyon Canyon. That's interesting.
And we've also unfogged all of this map.
Yes, that's exciting too. But so I feel like we skipped a comparable amount of things. So just interesting to me how. I think it's because of having
There's also a lot of Skulltulas.
Yeah, we didn't do all the Skulltulas. That's true. So maybe we skipped a little bit more because of that.
So we got like a little over half.
Whereas in this, we did both Skulltula houses. So I just think it's interesting that I really do feel like it must be the side quests of like having to do all the things with the. He
was very impressed with 400 rupees. By
yeah, having to do all of the bits with you know, the different characters like Romani and Anju and stuff like that must have really increased.
I don't remember.
Keaton mask, Postman's hat, Couple's mask, and Gipto's mask. So we've discovered that this guy seems to have comments on different masks. We wanted to see what he says.
Keaton
mask. This is a training center for studying the way of the sword. So I will teach anyone who has a sword. But first, leave that mask at home. He isn't like Pikachu or Star Fox, whoever this is. Oh, congratulations! Did a friend get married? To be young. Frightening! That mask is frightening! That scares me. Take it off! Take it off! So is it a Postman's hat that you haven't done, I think?
I guess.
You did Gibdo, Couple, and Keaton, so it's just Postman's hat. Ah, you always do a wonderful job delivering the mail. Aw, thank you. Let's go wear this out of that building, because we want to talk to speaking of getting the mail, we want to go talk to a mailbox wearing it.
Also, it's 10 a.m., so.
Yes, we should check in with the Mayor Dotor before we run out of time.
Where's
not in that area. I think you have to go a little. I'm assuming there is, like, you think there's, you know where all the post boxes are, and then suddenly you're like, there are no post boxes anywhere. There's one. Ha! You are doing a great job. Ka-ching. Some item other than a letter has been deposited. Ka-ching. Wonder who lost their heart to a post box.
I don't know.
Maybe it was in a love letter and it fell out. Nice work. Ka-ching. That would be awful. If you put a piece of your heart in a love letter and then it fell out of the envelope or something.
Terrible.
Obviously not literally a piece of your heart. That'd be terrible for other reasons.
Yeah.
All right, let's go see if this meeting is still happening. Oh, notice the receptionist seems to have left. So she seems like she might have already gone away. Oh! Oh! Ah! The couple's mask. What a nice reminder. So, a young couple has been married. Ironically, his son is one of that. I wonder, did my wife flee? What? What did you just say? Yes, yes, everyone. We are all worried for our families. Why don't we end this meeting? But, Mr. Mayor... This will do, whether you're stubborn and will stay and guard your family, or if you'd prefer to run far away and seek shelter. That is for people to decide on their own. Thank you for allowing me to put an end to all of that pointless bickering. Adults are all so stubborn. It is shameful. Here's a token of my gratitude. By the way, I want to mention, notice he's got a little cow figurine. There's like 10 of those all throughout Clocktown, of little figurines of cows. Well, I may be an unreliable mayor, but at least my family can depend on me. I want to protect my wife. Also, I think I might have a son, don't I? I noticed he has a mask on the top of his... Oh, wow, we never do this.
That's the moon.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? That he has like a mask of the moon on the top of his thing.
Yeah.
Again, showing that the importance of masks and their culture and all that. Ooh, do you want to talk to Vissen there as he's reflecting on the end of this meeting? Captain Vissen! The mayor's orders are absolute. So the gate guards are still standing by. Standing by. Grapes. So I think part of why Vissen was advocating for can we get everyone out of here is they can't let the guard leave unless all the people have evacuated.
Yeah.
I wonder where... Is she in the back room or something? Because I don't think she goes to Milk Bar until after, sundown or whatever.
Anything else I want to do in town?
I don't think there was. We wanted to get the postman and Mayor Taurus, those 2 pieces of heart.
Yeah. And
then also have the swordsman. Look. Oh, we wanted to do doggy racing at some point.
Yeah, but that's not in town.
Yes, that's not in town. And otherwise, we got a few more things in...
Icana. So let's head to Icana.
All right. Dog racing for the very last thing we do, huh?
Pretty much.
No. Yes.
Correct.
Do you want to climb down?
No.
There you go.
No, I don't. I want nothing more to do with Stone Tower for a while.
The music is good.
Until I have to edit the episode.
I like the music. I like a lot of the aesthetics, like the entrance with the kind of stone statues of people. Like you can see it right over there. There's a little house. Right?
You know what's weird is I've been playing so much. Like I spent so little time in Icana, and I've been seeing so much like Ocarina of Time content that like Icana feels almost like ROM hacky or foreign in a weird way. I was gonna
ask you, Ashley, if any of the temples remind you of temples in Ocarina of Time. But let's talk to the Fairy of Kindness first.
Great Fairy of Bananas, more like.
Her blonde hair and pale skin means it's hard to see her eyebrows. But I think she's got like a curvy thing.
She has a thing going like
on the inside, and then it kind of this thing stuff. So definitely different than others. It's very hard to see her eyelashes, however. Oh, compassionate young one. And do they always say compassionate?
No, it was like strong young one.
Yeah, so they're changing it based on what they are. I noticed that she called you kind young one earlier when we were seeing her stray fairies. So that's an interesting thing too, is that they change how they describe you based on who they are. We'll have to check and see what all 5 of them say, but this one is compassionate. I am the great fairy of kindness. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal.
You're welcome.
I might need to sneeze. We'll see if I do or not.
Oh, great.
As thanks, I grant you the fairy's sword. Very colorful.
It's like your big Goron sword in this, except because we don't have a equip screen, it's just a C item.
Yeah, which is a little weird. With black roses etched into it, the Great Fairy Sword is the most powerful of all blades. I'm not sure why the black roses make it the most powerful of blades, which is what that feels like it's implying. But black roses. Because
they have this text box of space to put it in.
So they didn't have enough room to write something long, huh?
I don't know. They could have just said it has black roses etched into it. The Great Fairy Sword is the most powerful of all blades. But.
Come see me whenever you are overcome by weariness.
Bye.
Hi. So does a sword seem to match Great Fairy of Kindness?
Not really. The best I can come up with is, oh, you killed your enemy so fast. Isn't that kind?
Yeah, that's a little weak, but the best we can do. Because the other ones were things like, oh, I'm magic power, so you get... I'm the Great Fairy of Power, so you get more magic, or things like that. But courage, you get extra defense. But I'm not sure this really fits. But, I guess
apparently it's light enough for Link to wield.
Yeah, that's nice. On the big Goron sword, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, that young one can wield this,
yeah. Yeah. Though I wonder if this is, like, 12-year-old Link. Because, like, he's, perhaps not literally taller, but figuratively taller, and that he's able to use.
Well, he doesn't have a Goron bracelet, and he's able to lift stuff. So.
Exactly. See, look at them all. Aren't they fun?
Do I need the Lens of Truth here?
Do you? They're still there. I don't know if because you beat the area, something is different.
Isn't there a thing here?
I think you do a thing, yeah.
Do I need to wear the Garrow mask? How do I make this work? Oh, I can't wear a mask.
Oh, really? I
can't tweak my mask here?
That's weird. Maybe leave and tweak your mask. That's really weird. You can't take your mask on and off.
Maybe I have to come in here with not wearing a mask?
I don't know. The only other possibility I can see is whether or not there's something. Do you want to look at them? Like stand on the thing and then look at them? The one possibility I can see is whether it's something where it needs to be done before you beat the dungeon or something. But
I mean, we can...
I don't know anything specific about that, though.
Yeah, I don't know. See if it says anything in the guide, I guess.
The guide just says that the ghost hut overlooks the music box house, and you can battle the 4 Poe sisters, and your life meter can't drop below 3 hearts. I think the creepy ghost guy normally sits on that bench, and you talk to him and he instigates it, and he wasn't sitting there.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah. So I don't know if that's because you beat the dungeon, or if it's because he's over here instead of over there or something. You know? Like if he's sitting in a different location.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Which, I don't know why that would affect anything. Secret shrine behind waterfall. Now awaiting the challenges of bold visitors sure of their might. Secret shrine that has a sign announcing it, huh? Seems very secretive.
Semi-secret shrine.
Yeah, semi-secret. I don't know, because it doesn't say anything that you have to do this before beating it or anything like that. Water. It is a behind a waterfall. Oh yeah, you use light arrow to get in, if that wasn't clear, sorry.
That's really annoying. So I want to change where things are positioned, but and you can swap items, but you have to swap the mask, if you're wearing it.
Interesting. Is there a heart on the door? What a fascinating door.
Yeah.
It's like a collage almost. See, here's that guy that's supposed to be over there. Yee-hee-hee. It seems somehow you have managed to send the Icana's wandering spirits into peace. But outside of Icana, there are still swarms of wandering spirits with lingering regrets. The ones in this room want to meet you again and have been waiting here for quite a while. Go see them if you feel like it. I'm sure they will welcome you. And he vanishes. So I'm just wondering if he vanished, from the other place, the Poe sisters, the Poe hut, or ghost hut.
There's pots in the water.
Oh, cool. That's something for Zora you to worry about.
Let's go left to right.
Alright, let's meet again, re-encounter some bad guys. Hello, Dinalfo. Oh, using the Great Fairy Sword, awesome. Oh, there's 3 of them. Or 2 of them? 3 of them. Are you one-shotting them? That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. That's a pretty good sword, then.
It's very powerful.
I see why you wanted to earn some money.
I figured I'd be getting money from these things, potentially. And I also need money openings for dog racing.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, aren't you glad I didn't open that with a full wallet?
Woof. I'll say. Those little things hanging off the ceiling, that kind of like faces, they feel very Japanese to me. Those things.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But they also feel like they're masks or faces, which feels very... This game, which really likes masks.
This guy again.
This is your 5th time encountering him?
I don't know. That sounds about right, though.
I think it's the 5th time. Is that him? Yep, that's him.
Yeah, I have to wait for him to start doing stuff.
Yeah. To confirm. Oh, I did be able to hit him. Wow, that's a great camera shot. Good choice there of camera angles. I think you haven't left the doorway. This is like me fighting Goat, where I use an arrow from the doorway and just shoot him with arrows whenever he walks by. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm just standing here in the doorway. I'm not even moving.
In my defense, the doorway has good line of sight to all of his spawn locations.
It did. That was very good.
So being able to see where he was going to be was kind of the most important thing there.
Mm-hmm. This is a place to get a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. No magic power from any of those, though. Bonk.
Let's see if you can manage to
You know what's
not
really
fall
interesting, though, is this game has a lot in common with other Zelda games.
You're really failing at that part. Yes, other Zelda games.
Because in other games, you do get, like, upgraded shields and swords and stuff and don't use the previous versions.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Ocarina of Time has...
changing tunics and changing...
Yeah, it has, like, an equipment screen in that way.
That is really
actually
unusual.
Really atypical.
It is, yeah. But... I feel like people think of Majora's Mask as being a shorter game because then look up. I think people think of Majora's Mask as being shorter than Ocarina of Time because it has fewer dungeons. But then we've actually taken way longer playing it.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depends on how you're thinking of, like if you're thinking of the all of the mini quests as.
How do you feel about one of those?
Sub-quests? I don't that it added anything, did it? If you're thinking of the side quests as side quests, like not actually part of the main game, it's probably fairly short. But I think those are integral to the game. That's kind of the point of the game, right? Is to get up, I mean, you don't have to get all of the masks, but you have to get up some of them, certainly. And I think that's part of what the game is about, right? You get the Bomber's Notebook, where you're supposed to be making people happy. You know, it's a happy mask salesman. Not that he's happy, but the masks are happy, right? It's the happy masks. And that, you know, you're helping the people of Termina and solving their problems and making them happy and all that. And that's like a big point of what the game is supposed to be about. And obviously, you know, defeating the dungeons is part of that because you're helping the environments, you know, of the poison swamp and the eternal winter and the warm water and the door in the stone tower. I don't know exactly going on there. But it's also through, you know, the stuff you do for collecting mass and getting pieces apart and stuff with helping the people that are in the Bomber's Notebook is really a big part, I think, of what the game is about. So they don't really feel like they're...
How do you feel about bombs?
Side quests. They had to hit, I think, for him to have an opinion on them. I feel like they're not really doing much. Hello. Let's hit that eyeball. Ha, you hit the eyeball. And this is from the 3rd dungeon, right? Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I wonder if they have a bad guy from each of the dungeons that you've done. Because Dino foes feel like you might have encountered them in, like, in Snowhead.
I feel like they were the... I feel like it might be the Garo Master for the last.
Yeah, I feel like the Garo Master... Master... Not Masker. I feel like the Garo Master is going to be here again, yes. When we saw him in Icana, you know, in a Stone Tower Temple. So I'm kind of wondering if there's like a bad guy from each temple, plus... Are there 4 or 5? I can't remember. Probably just 4. I guess we'll see. Because I don't remember, I honestly don't remember beyond being sure the Garo Master is going to show up again. Is this your favorite villain to fight? He's certainly an intense one.
No, it is not.
But I asked you earlier, and we never actually answered it, of if any of the temples in this remind you of the temples. Because I feel like they do a good job with the Goron temple of the one in Ocarina of Time feels like it's a volcano, and the one in this one feels like it's like frozen.
Honestly, none of them really feel like Ocarina of Time dungeons.
Yeah, they feel pretty different to me, too. Because, like, the foresty one is a swamp instead of just a straight up forest. And like I said, the Goron one is... it's about being cold and snowy mountain rather than volcanic mountain.
I feel like they all have a little bit more verticality in them for the most part. As well.
Verticality. Interesting. Well, I mean, you do have the... Oh, you finally did it. You didn't, like, fall in the water that time. What happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You sure? All right. And then, like we've talked about, if you want to meet the ones in this room, then extend your life energy more. What does that mean? Do you need to grab some hearts?
Really? Okay, well, apparently we're not finishing this.
Does he literally mean you need to have more pieces of heart, or does he mean you need to have more...
I think that's what he means, yeah.
I'm very confused.
I think there's a heart minimum for doing the rest of that.
Fascinating.
Indeed.
We are learning bizarre new things about both of these, so not just, like, that you've got full health, but that you have pieces of heart. We are learning very new things. We're learning that the post-sister thing might have to be... We're learning the post-sister thing might have to be, before you beat Icana. And we're learning that this one might have to be with more pieces of heart. Yeah, I think you're right. Huh.
Yeah, interesting.
That is interesting.
I went past my ocarina. Well, let's go do some racing.
Doggy racing. Yeah, so they all feel more vertical, you said.
Yeah, well, like, the, what am I looking for? The, Swamp Temple has, like, the thing that you raise in the middle. It has, I feel like there's a bunch of, like, going up with that, like, the Deku flowers and things like that.
Yeah.
They're a part of it. And then the, Snowhead is obviously very vertical. This way.
Mm-hmm. That's a definitely very vertical.
Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of, like, going up and down. Mm-hmm. Like, the Zora one has the water that you're constantly going through.
Yeah, and the way they differentiate the water temples, which I think I didn't get to, because I was mentioning the swamp versus the forest, the cold mountain versus the snowy mountain versus the volcanic mountain, and then the water temples, one of them is about water levels and one is about water current.
Yeah.
I'd put the mask on in advance in case she doesn't let you later. I don't know. What do you want on a day like this? This is my Mama Yan's doggy racetrack. Didn't you know that? Do you want to try a dog race? My mum bet is 10 rupees. Will you still try? Then first go in and fetch the doggy that you think will run the fastest and bring it here. So the Mask of Truth lets you read dogs' minds. And I feel like, they say animals, but I feel like it's only dogs. He's a contender. Rough is, I think, what you want most. Who Wine is not good. It's like, don't do him. He's old, he said, and tired.
Yeah, I'm too old for this.
Who Wine, I'm tired. I want to take the day off. He's a pretty color. We're Rough. I should do all right. Rough is better than We're Rough. I think Rough is supposed to be the best. We're Rough, I don't feel much different than usual. Is there one that's going for his wife and children? Today I feel like I can win.
This seems good, like
sure,
a good choice.
Let's do him. There's one that says, I'm doing this for my wife and children. There's no way I can lose. I didn't know dogs had wives, but apparently they do. Throw the dog at her now. Is that doggy fine? If the dog you brought me takes first place, you get triple your bet. Second place gets double. And then break even. If your dog does any worse than that, you lose whatever you bet. That sounds good. 50 rupees then, right? Alright, Mama Yan. Let's take a look.
Hee-haw!
Ours is kind of gold colored. Go Goldie!
It's not actually a part of the song, but I'm so used to it.
I know, Ingo sang that.
Yeah.
Or the Gorman brothers too, I think. Well, ours is in the middle of the pack. Come on, you can do it! Make your way forward! See, the blue one started out strong and is really going back. I feel like
the blue one always kind of like starts strong and then goes poorly.
Yeah. Ours is, it's not one of the 3 leaders, but oh, is it making progress? Oh, no. We got 4th place, so we'll make back our money at least.
Yeah.
Do you want to try again?
Yeah, we'll do this a few times.
All right. Well, almost. I'll give you back the amount you put down. You want to play again? First, go and fetch the doggy that you think will be fastest or something.
How about Clifford?
The big red dog? We're rough. I could win or I could lose. Maybe not you then. Oh yeah, I feel unstoppable. I don't think I'll lose.
Okay, sure, you'll do fine.
Is that doggy fine? Alright. The same as dialogue last time.
I'm gonna put in 80.
Oh, okay. You have to win at least 150.
Right, so 2nd place would get me 160.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's making that much money or if it's getting 1st place and making that much money. I'm not sure which it is. But we can find out. I don't know how do they do the programming for something like this?
I mean, there's going to be a certain amount of pathfinding involved, which is, you know, figuring out how to go around. A lot of this is just like navigating around each other and then just like randomly placing them. I don't know, like there's different ways that you could approach
3rd place. Because obviously it's different. Oh, we need to see if the yeah. Okay, the very last one, trailing behind the rest.
Yep.
The blue one was 2nd to last, by the way. See if you find the one that's doing it for his wife and children. I feel like he often does well, though not always, but not always the best. But I feel like he's often pretty near the top. I think we tried him last.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw the dogs, just set them down gently. My belly hurts, oh no.
What does the blue say?
Who won? I'm tired. Yeah, he's a pretty color. I would choose him for his color, but we're rough. He always does poorly. Oh look, you can do a magic bean. Wonder what that does.
I don't know.
We're rough. Medium of the pack. Rough. Ah, I'm here for my wife and child. There's no way I'll lose. I have many questions about that. We'll see if he does win, right? He's got strong motivation to win. Alright, let's see what happens with this one.
This will be the last attempt.
Yeah.
Win or lose. What else do we have on our list of things to do today while we're waiting for the dogs to race?
I think that's mostly it, because unless you wanted to, if you want to try doing the spirit house, like go back in time and try doing the spirit house.
Yeah,
and see if it works when it's not. Yeah, it looks like we're not choosing the winners this time.
Nope.
Because we didn't choose that one that hasn't crossed the line yet. Oh, that's so sad. We didn't choose that one anyway. Do we want to try getting another heart piece, another complete heart, and seeing if that lets us finish the thing?
I'd be kind of interested in doing it. I'm just not sure what...
The fish in...
oh yeah, that would be an option.
But we need 2. And the spirit house would theoretically have been 1, and that would have been 1 right behind us.
Yeah, there's got to be quite a few left, though.
There are. The fish is the obvious one that came to my mind as being like an easy one to do. I'll get to get rid of some of your fairies. Let me see. What are some... There is, we got those ones.
Because I know there's the bank, but that's...
We're not doing the bank.
5,000 rupees, we're not going for that.
Unless you want to farm from the bubbles that give you 50 a pop when you use a light arrow to kill them. The Gift Grab Playground, no.
Yeah, no.
Town Shooting Gallery, no. We did that one already. I'm looking at the guide that yeah. we got as kids. It's in interesting condition. The cover has completely fallen off. It's separate. There's a Peacock Grotto. You did the Dodongo Grotto, I believe, right?
Donga Grotto already did. Where's the Peahat?
There's a Biodekubaba Grotto as well.
Okay, where are the grottos?
The Peahat Grotto is where there are butterflies fluttering near the entrance. So that's going to be, what do they call this, 19? It's going to be kind of southwest, sort of by the entrance to Milk Road kind of area, is the Peahat Grotto. There's also a Biodekubaba Grotto, which is going to be by Great Bay.
Okay.
So there should be, beware bird. There should be a butterflies right there. Letting you know, somewhere around here. There it is.
Okay, because I thought there was a Peahat Grotto, but then I was beginning to...
Is this the only Peahat in the game?
Probably.
It's weird because they have Peahats in Ocarina of Time, but just in like one section of... That was fast.
Yeah.
They have Peahats in like one section of Hyrule Field that I always avoid because I'm scared of Peahats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about me as a child. I'm not scared of them, but I don't want to have to face them and deal with them. But they were like, what is this enemy that's going to attack me? This helicopter. But like they were pretty rare in that game. And then there's like, this is like the only one in this one.
Yeah, well, they're really big, so you need to give them enough space. And then you said the Biodekubaba one is near the...
Yeah, I think it's under a boulder in...
In Great Bay? Or...
No, it's in leading up. Like, do you see it in the sandy area? Is there a boulder anywhere?
There, right over here.
It might be. I think it's under that. It's in the beehive. Which beehive is the question?
I guess we'll find out if I hit it.
Or if there's one we couldn't see because it's so dark. No, I think I see a piece of art down there. Yay. All right. Well, shall we try out finishing the thing, and then we can go back in time and see if the spirit house works, and buy some Chateau Romani.
Yeah. Okay, where's my instrument? Back to Icona Canyon.
Mm-hmm. And Zora, you can swim.
Yeah.
That's convenient, right?
Yeah.
So we're going up to the waterfall.
Oh yeah, because we're not doing Dongeros. That's a heart piece.
We're not doing Donjero now, unless you really want to fight some more bad guys.
No.
I mean, it's
what?
You broke some grass and it had a fairy because it's by the.
Oh, I thought I had butted the tree and got a fairy out.
Nope, that would be weird. You broke the grass.
You can understand my confusion.
Yeah, Donjero is fun because like you get to hear them do their little song and all of that. Which, since we have the soundtrack, we have that from the soundtrack. Yeah, you have to like go back into the dungeons for I think it's Woodfall and Great Bay. And so that's annoying. Easier not to deal with that. Let's see if they will let us in now.
I need light arrows.
All right, will you let us do it? Let's see if they'll let us in. Hopefully they didn't reset the rest of them, too. Since it's the same time cycle, I would doubt they did, but...
I wouldn't expect that to be the case, yeah.
No?
Well, we're not doing that then.
How sad.
I don't know. I'm okay with ending with an empty...
Well, also, if we do the spirit... Oh, yeah, with the empty one. So not doing the spirit house?
Probably not.
All right. Well, then, let's go back in time so that we can save our progress.
Let's see. So, Madame Aromas we haven't done. Postman's. They're still... Oh, yeah, because I haven't done the...
You didn't do the minigame with the postman, and you didn't...
There's someone I'm straight up missing.
Who on earth could you be missing? Let me look at...
This is almost finished, though. So that's cool.
Yeah, so it's, you didn't do the...
Unfortunately, to complete this requires us to do Anju and Cafe again, and considering that's the longest episode, because I'm not planning on cutting it into 2 parts.
Okay.
Yeah, you can understand why there's no...
Not wanting to do that a second time, yeah. Who on earth could we be missing? So let me see who are the people that appear in the notebook. You have to check to see if we have them or not. So, okay, well, we'll have to wait until we're in position to look at the Bomber's notebook that you've got to see how it compares to the Bomber's notebook that I've got here. All right, let's take a look at this. So you have the Bombers themselves, and then I have Sticky Fingers, the question mark dude. Oh, it's because you did the question mark dude in the first time cycle.
Oh, yeah.
So we hadn't met him. So we did that one. So that is the question mark, i.e. the guy that lives in the Sockpot Inn's toilet. I'm not making that up. Mm-hmm. And he gives you a piece of heart, actually, for giving him toilet paper. We did that in the first time cycle.
Yeah, before we got the Bomber's Notebook.
Before we got the Bomber's Notebook, and that's why he's not in there. So we have finished the thing for him. So that makes me feel better. It's just a technicality that he's not in there. I don't know what he gives you if you do it a second time. We just give you like a heart or some money or...
I don't know. Can we go say hi to him?
I think it's after midnight, but you could try.
I mean, they're technically after midnight.
Isn't it like... Oh, is it 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 5 p.m. for some reason. I don't know why. I'm an idiot. Hey, you could go into Anju and Cafe's... No, it's 5 p.m. It's 5 p.m.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Because I'd say she was still there, so...
Well, I think that's probably all we wanted to do then. I feel like we've covered most things pretty well.
You wanted to go back in time and then buy Chateau Romani.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think...
Else?
I don't think so.
Well, in that case, go ahead and start the outro now. So this is going to go ahead
You don't want to do Chateau Romani in this episode?
No, we'll go to Chateau Romani as part of the next episode.
I don't know how... It might be a long episode next time.
Well, because all we need to do is... Doesn't Chateau Romani just require us to... Do we need to do...
No, I'm just saying because we're doing all the stuff on the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
All right, it'll be a long episode.
Yep,
it'll be fun, hopefully.
It's the finale.
It'll be the finale.
This was just some odds and ends that we wanted to do before the finale.
Yep.
So, I wanted to reset the cycle, by the way, so that way I'd made sure I'd saved things.
Yeah, because we hadn't saved since before Icana. That whole thing there was doing Icana Canyon stuff.
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure to have that saved, just in case something wonky happens.
Yes.
So, thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, everyone. Take care, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.